Hello friends, welcome to the Xpulse Travel Diary. Thank you for joining me on my journey to Tamenglong district of Manipur, also famously known as the land of oranges. I'm visiting my hometown after a few years for a couple of days after Christmas to meet my family and relatives. So, this motor vlog will share with you many areas of interest. Firstly, you will definitely see the hilly road and mountain ranges. Secondly, the performance of the Xpulse, a dual-purpose bike on a mixed conditions of road. And thirdly, for those of you from Tamenglong but are staying away from home will get to see the road and recall your journey to your hometown. And lastly, motorcyclists who want to ride up to Tamenglong will know the condition of the road at present and prepare yourself mentally and your bike as well. Riding bike gives a sense of freedom as one can cover miles within hours. The special part of riding bike is that it exposes the rider and the pillion to the bare nature. The undulation of the road, the wind blast, the thick dust, the heat and the cold of the weather, the rain, the moving vehicles, and the people living beside the road. Riding in the Assam road for many months, I found it difficult and challenging to ride on this road. I'm realizing that I do not need to look for extra adventure road because the way to Tamenglong has enough to offer and to make someone happy. There are many places that have pebbles and one has to be really careful to keep the bike stable and not to fall. And as I ride along, I notice that when it comes to climbing, Xpulse is not that strong, The power comes late and also the torque is comparatively lesser. However, on the plane, you won't realize the lack of power because it can run above 100 kilometer per hour. And the first gear of Xpulse is rather short and very noisy, and the second gear is a little taller, but the power it's not balanced properly, so you feel the lack of it. You have to really push the first gear hard and then go to the second gear, especially when you climb, but sometimes we have to come back to first gear. That's because of the the condition of the road as well, so that's the factor. But I think if you go alone without the pillion, then I think you will have a great fun. And as you know, the pebbles on the road makes it hard to quickly turn in the corners, and one has to really keep the bike in control. Yeah. What can you say? Riding in the countryside, it makes you forget every hardship and tension that is in your head, and it captures you fully by the beauty of the nature and of course, the unpredictable road. As I come riding on the Xpulse, many do turn their heads to see what bike I am riding on. In itself, Xpulse is great, and it is more elegant when you do a proper modification, like for example the handlebar, the crush guard, the saddle stay, and the top rack, and also the headlight. You can see two mini speakers on my handlebar. In fact, I am listening music all the way to Tamenglong, but I could not put the music in the vlog because of the copyright. In fact, I was listening country songs, Manipuri songs, and Rongmei songs, but I have to edit and remove it to avoid copyright. All the same, music has made my trip exciting and refreshing. I also see many road constructions happening in different corners of the road. It is a sign of something good happening. Just as before the birth of the child, the mother is in labor. Likewise, you can see things are happening. Now is not the best time or the most pleasant moment to travel, but this is for the good of the future. So I'm hopeful that things will improve in the coming future. I think distance covering from Guwahati to Imphal or Imphal to Guwahati, which is almost close to 500 kilometers, is less tiring than to ride up to Tamenglong from Imphal, or to come down from Tamenglong to Imphal, because it involves quite a risk and danger for the bikers. And yeah, though it is a short distance compared to the former, but the condition of the road really makes it all the difference. All the same, ride in the hilly region gives good treat to the eyes and experience to the rider. The bumpy roads, the small rivers, people living beside the road, kids on the way, the thick dust, the treacherous pebbles, the blind corners that keep you alert, and good spots to rest and admire the landscapes. The good feelings of riding is when you reach your destination, you feel a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. And there will be many people who meet you on the way and expresses, surprise and wonderment of how you're able to come from Imphal to Tamenglong. It's a very difficult road and you made it. Yeah, so it's all about adventure, and so you really feel the joy of accomplishment. We all want freedom, and for the bikers, if one uses the bike responsibly, it gives a sense of freedom to cover distances and meet loved ones, visit new places, and carry out one's tasks. While riding, one becomes totally engaged with the bike. One's mind and the capacity of the bike is in sync, and that actually gives a good quality of ride. Being in Assam for a few years, I could say that Assam has one of the best roads in the northeast of India. Most of the village roads are connected with tarmac road. All the same, I'm glad to experience a lot of off-road here. To ride on the hills with Xpulse, I would not recommend with a pillion if you really want to have fun, because in the higher altitude, Xpulse power slightly drops compared to its performance on the plane. And I realized this when I was going from Imphal to Kaupum. There are many steep climb to the point of reaching the top of the mountain, and also slope. So on the climb, I really found that as I was giving the throttle, the power was not responding as I experienced it on the plane. So mostly 1 and 2. So that way I had the experience going to the Kaupum. Compared to Himalayan and other adventure bikes in the market, Xpulse is lighter, but since the bike is tall, it needs to balance it properly, especially while starting the bike and making some small turns. It's important to keep the handle straight and not bend too low. It's difficult to handle it. But once you are on the go, it's no problem. You can do a proper cornering as well. That is not a problem. Absolutely. When it comes to seat comfort, it might not be the best, but as for me, it's fine, and I will not do any modification on the seat. There is one reason also for it, because it's important to take a break, after covering 100 to 150 kilometers. Short break, water break, to munch something, and all that. It's important to give rest for the bike as well. Another happy news for the viewers is that the mileage of Xpulse is great. I think it does not give less than 40, and on the highway it gives little more. It doesn't hurt your pocket. Looking at the bike, and the condition of the road, you know that this bike is meant for this type of road, to eat up all the bumps, and enjoy the ride as well. So, thanks to Xpulse, I had a great ride to Tamenglong from Imphal. And if you like my channel, do not forget to press the like button, notification, and subscribe the channel. If you have any queries on Xpulse, the pros and cons, specific things that you would like to know, do not hesitate to put it in the comment box, and I will reply to all your queries. Thank you for journeying with me. See you in the next vlog. Bye.